Am I the a-hole for telling my brother's wife we can't all have rich parents like her and her siblings? My brother Nikki 25M is married to Lisa 24F. They were at my parents' house on Sunday for dinner, and Lisa really annoyed the crap out of me. Something that isn't new, and I said something in anger, and I might be the a-hole for it maybe. So Lisa has a wealthy family. They paid for her and her siblings' college expenses 100%. They paid for Nikki and Lisa's house. They paid for their wedding. They're paying for one of their sons' weddings this summer. They can afford all that. Lisa has always been very open, if trying to give her the benefit of the doubt about it. She never hid the fact she came from money and was never shy about saying her parents pay for so much for her and her siblings. Lisa doesn't understand that we're not all that lucky. I'm 19F, work full-time, and I still live with my parents. We couldn't afford college. I didn't get the grades for a scholarship, struggled enough through school that getting into massive debt for college when I could end up flunking seemed like a bad move for me. So I focused on working and I applied for a couple of training programs close to my parents' house so I could try and do better without risking debt for nothing. Lisa looks down on me so hard for living with my parents still and for not going to college. Sunday, she talked about how all her siblings attended college, how 3 of them are still in college, living there and doing just fine, how they'll be able to buy houses right out of college, how even she and my brother could do it. My parents said politely that not everyone can do all that. But then she talked about being 19 and not in college or living on my own and how I should really try so much harder. I snapped at that moment and I told her we can't all have rich parents who can afford to pay our ways through college, for our weddings, and for our houses. I told her my parents didn't have that kind of money and neither did I. So we were doing our best in this economy. Lisa told me I'm just lazy and making excuses and she stormed out. Nikki left a while after and he was pretty quiet. Lisa used his phone to send me 30 texts 3 days later demanding I apologize and tearing me a new one for not doing it without being told. And I know it was her because she texts in a very specific way. Am I the a-hole?
Here are the top comments.
Not the a-hole. Liza had no right to judge you or to voice her opinion about what you are doing with your life. It sounds like her negative comments are untrue. She accused you of being lazy, but you are working full-time and seeking out opportunities to better yourself. College is not for everyone, and as you said, it could lead to significant debt. It is not uncommon for 19-year-olds to be living with their parents in this economy. She clearly has a very entitled perspective. Not many people can afford to buy houses straight of college. Unless you haven't included things that you said in your response, I don't see that you said anything that you need to apologize for. You simply told her that neither you nor your parents had the funds to make college or moving out happen. She was the one that made nasty comments to you, so if anyone should apologize, it would be Liza.
You're not the a-hole. Your sister-in-law is living in a delusional dreamland. Her parents may have bought her all kinds of material things, but they sure never taught her manners or self-reliance. You're going to have to work for everything you have, and you will end up being a lot more appreciated for everything you have and a lot more realistic as well as less judgmental of everyone else. Guess which one of you is the one most of us would prefer to have as a friend?